So, we are Friday, and as you probably saw from the little short that I just posted, I am not posting that vlog until I have internet, which is not right now. For a short I can do because I can do from my phone, but frankly a vlog is a whole other skill and my phone just can't handle it. I don't know what the fuck is going on, but apparently Apple, which still owns the ass of my 14 years old computer, I decided that all internet had to be more secure and new for it to be accepted by the system, and the phone company, the internet company that owns the box that is sending internet through my phone and computer through Wi-Fi, I decided that they were not going to send another box to be updated with those until the fiber comes to my neighborhood, which was supposed to be last summer. And when I had the phone, the internet guy on the phone, told me that it was going to happen in the next few days. Yay! So until then I do not have internet on my computer. That means that I cannot pay my bill, my electricity bill, which is just super annoying. I will probably try to do that by phone, but until then it's pretty fucking annoying. Because I have like $100 check from the state that is supposed to help me pay that bill. But I don't know if I can have that check used on my phone instead of on my computer. I don't know if I can even access the damn thing via my phone. We're gonna have to try it because I don't have a lot of options, and I also have to actualize myself on my unemployment account, and I have like 3 videos waiting to be uploaded, and it's so freaking annoying, and it's frustrating, and it's driving me crazy. On top of that, I think the new meds are making me tired, which sucks. So between those two things, it's been a pretty wild week. Not because I did a lot of things, but because I didn't do a lot of things. I did not have my way of coping with frustration and fatigue via my computer, because I don't have internet via my computer anymore, which sucks. So I've been trying to cope with that frustration on different ways, which wasn't very helpful. But I've been working on it. Come in. Yeah. Also, the older one is cute and all, but she clawed me like 4 times today. I don't want to have an infection again. It hurts. I hate it. I'm pretty mad at her. They are not handling the fact that I'm leaving at night and sleeping on days recently very well, and they are constantly asking for food, which means that I can never be enough, and I'm not going to feed them 12 times a day, so they have to learn to live with frustration just like me, and they're not very good at it. So they're just hovering around me, just making themselves very present to make sure that I know that they are hungry, and they want to be fed. They're not really angry, they want to be fed. There's a difference, but cats just don't know them. it's been a difficult week. So on Saturday I went to Emmaus. I picked that, which feels so much like a luxury and like one of those things that you get at all else, but like a good one, not one I went to. And it only cost me 15 bucks. And I wanted one for quite some time now, and I'm really happy to have found one that is so nice for only 15 bucks. I also picked up a new white comforter sheet for my bed, which will be nice, and it's also brand new and good quality and only got 20 bucks because thrift stores are amazing. As you probably guessed, since not that long after that I posted the thrift store video. The truth is, internet was kind of spotty by then already, and I was already contacting the internet company. But I still managed to have enough connection to post this one short video. And since I had like 2 seconds of internet connection per day, it's basically the time where my computer connects instinctually and just doesn't realize yet that it has gotten the orders to reject the connection. So I have like 2 seconds of it, enough for my email page to actualize, and that's about it. So I know vaguely when new mails arrive, but I can't read them. So all of the archival one, you've got kudos, maybe I can know. So I don't have the serotonin rush every time I have that mail, because I know people liked my stories, so it's so fucking frustrating. Anyway, I went to Emmaus and I did the video and only posted it the next day. I did some laundry, I cleaned and washed my laundry, and I tidied up the damn thing because it was a fucking mess. On Sunday I wrote one of the posts. I hope I posted the top 5 scary villains. This one too I managed to upload. It was a fucking mess. It was pretty fucking annoying. I struggled a lot, but I did post it, so I'm pretty happy about it. I wrote I think that was the day I wrote a small story. I don't remember what I wrote on Sunday, but I wrote, and I posted the tags video, the thrift store video. On Monday I had osteopath at 7 PM, so I went and it went pretty well. I didn't have any big problem that I needed to fix, but as you know, since I'm, a fibromyalgia, it's pretty good idea to just go twice a year to not end up in the same situation I ended up last year, where I couldn't move and I had to go in emergency. So I just went, and it was nice. It felt nice. I called the insurance company. And I called Emmaus, the thrift store, because I wanted them to pick up my washing machine, my laundry machine. Why? Because the damn thing is frustrating me so fucking much. It's leaking. I know it wasn't a pretty big deal at first. It was like just a small amount of water, and through the time it got worse and it got worse. And 2 out of 3 times the damn cycle just doesn't end itself. I have to manually be there to say stop, empty yourself and start again, and it's so frustrating. It's wasting a lot of energy and water, and it's annoying, and I have to be there, and it's wasting time, and it's so freaking annoying. And it was already secondhand when I got it when I got there, it wasn't even mine. It was a friend of my sister sold it to my sister, who didn't have the room for it, so she stuck it there and let me use it. And after a while, after like 2 years, I realized that she didn't plan to get it back, so I just bought it for her because I wanted it settled. So it's been my machine since then, and it's just I had to get it was time to give it up. I checked it online. It's 283 euros. It is not worth just giving it another shot. I've seen it enough. I never really liked it in the first place. I wouldn't have bought it if it was just me. It opens on the top, which is annoying because I can't put anything on top. So I just decided that I wasn't going to put up with that problem anymore. So I decided that I was going to call the thrift store so they pick it up so I can buy a new one and put it in its place. That went well until the thrift store told me we are swarmed, so if you want us to get it, you're gonna have to carry it yourself. Which is okay, it's not that heavy, I can handle it, it's just annoying. So I'm gonna have to do that. But yeah. I also edited a video. I edited a PS Season crack video. Not crack, it's just a humoristic video, which is not a big deal, but I wanted to do it, work. I plan my March bullet journal because I really want to be on time with it this time and actually have it before the month starts. And I'm hopeful for that. It's frog theme. Truth is, this is where I usually film that kind of video, and to be frank, it's a freaking mess, so it's not gonna be comfortable at all. Until I can get all of that back into my bedroom, this isn't going to be comfortable. That's why I've been avoiding doing it in 4 months. So yeah, 5 months maybe. And I wrote one advent story. I wrote Stucky, I think. So that was good. And on Tuesday, I went to buy a bow. So I have a bow now. The whole thing cost me 600 bucks, but I have the bow, I have arrows, I have the little palette to protect my fingers, I have an arm guard, and I have the target, which in itself cost quite a lot. The foam for it was like 80 bucks, and then there was the support thing for it. So 600 bucks only, honestly, wasn't that much. It was pretty realistic price, and I'm really happy with it. I'm really happy because I can actually shoot again, and it made me happy. I did that yesterday. And I pulled too much on my left arm, which means that it's painful, but it's okay. The guy who sold me the bow was really passionate. He was a really interesting guy, and he was like, go on a club, club, please go on a club, because I don't want you to hurt you, and stop doing it. It's like, babe, I've never stopped doing stuff just because they hurt. Everything hurts. If I stop every time something hurts, I would just not do anything, which is, it's far from what I'm doing right now, but that's beside the point. I'm not gonna stop something just because I got hurt by doing something stupid. I do that all the time, and doesn't stop me. So even if I pulled up too much on my arm and it hurts right now, I'm not gonna stop. I still enjoy myself. I love shooting with a bow, so it was nice. I called the internet company again. I edited the video again because I've been handling the computer frustration by doing the one thing I can do on my computer that feels productive and that does not require internet, which is editing videos. So it's positive because I did like 3 videos in a week. So I completely have my quota for the month, and it's only the half of the month that I already have my quota. But apart from that, it's pretty fucking annoying. So yeah, I did it again. I did the dishes again, and I started on Selena's gift. So that's the first 2 pieces done. It goes faster than I thought. I did start with a project with the fucking worst yarn that I've ever used. And whatever I'm doing, I can see what I'm doing, which is interesting at best, because it's a little annoying, sure, but it's also fun. So since they are very small pieces, they don't take quite a lot of time, but take a lot of concentration. So it's something to consider for the duration of this project. It's okay. I'm gonna have fun doing it. I'm excited. It's cool. I haven't done it since, but I'm just tired. The next day, so Wednesday, I did go to the Electro store, Electro Depot, and bought a washing machine for 200 bucks. And it opens on the front, and it's a bit wider than the one I currently have, but I'm gonna arrange a little my kitchen around it. And since I can actually put something on top of the new machine, I'm gonna put my silent fridge, the fridge that came with the apartment and that I don't use as a fridge anymore. It's unplugged and I use it as storage. So I'm gonna put that on top of the washing machine, so I have more room just to breathe. Because right now the machine is right against the wall, so the space that I have on top of it is kind of wasted because it's in a corner. But by moving everything, the place that I will have will be more centered, more... It's just gonna feel better in the kitchen, so it's gonna be positive. It's still on the car because it's 60 kilograms and I'm just a little girl. I did plan to have my neighbor come and help me rearrange the kitchen and move the new machine here, the old machine back in my car, so I can get it to the thrift store next time. And I was planning on bribing her with macarons and tea, which she has been out of town for all week. She has only been there on Thursday, so I was planning on getting her on Thursday, but on Thursday she had a lot of work to catch up with everything else, so she's coming Sunday in theory, and I will do the macarons and the tea by then. I wanted to make tea, I wanted to make at least the cherry one, but I've been struggling with motivation and tiredness and fatigue, and yeah. And so yeah, on Thursday, yesterday, I mostly just rested. So I shoot yesterday about when I woke up, an hour after I woke up. I wanted to do it while it was still day, and it was not... there was not a lot of windows in my day for that. So I did it at first, and then I just didn't have the energy for anything. I just rested a lot. And today I did mostly that too. I wanted to go to the library because I was like, yesterday I woke up around 4 or 5 p.m. It's realistic to think that I could go to the library today, which closed at 6 p.m. So it was technically realistic. But the reality is that it did not happen because I woke up at 9 p.m. today and it was already night. My arm hurts. So yeah, that did not happen, and then I just spent most of the day watching Sense8 and not doing anything. I just spent like 10 minutes handling vegetables so they don't spoil, and that's about it. I'm happy with all of that? Absolutely not. I think at least part of it is because of the meds. Some non-effects of antihistamine meds are sleepiness, which I knew because when I was 13-14 I decided by myself to lower my dose of histamine blockers from 2 to 1 per day, because I was feeling sleepiness and I was always tired. I was always yawning and wanting to sleep. And I read on the notice that it was something that was linked to that meds. So I didn't want to live like that, so I decided to lower the meds and live with the itchiness and learn to control it, and that's what I did. By then, I didn't know that itchiness was only one of the symptoms of the problem, of the histamine problem. Now that I know that, I cannot just decide to lower my dose to 1 per day again, because I know that my body is not working properly if I let my natural histamine level continue like that. It's making me sick. It's making my body in pain and impatient, and it's not handling it well. So I need to handle that problem. I need to help my body handle it. So I need those histamine blockers. So I have now 4 times the dose, 4 times the histamine blockers that I had before. And of course, it's a positive thing. Overall, I think I'll feel that in the next month. Well, not immediately, but in like 4 or 5 months, I'll feel that. And I know it's a good thing, but I also feel so tired all the time. And from experience, I started them when I was 10, and I think I only stopped using 2 per day around 13-14, so 3-4 years after that. And yeah, I think it didn't pass. So I can tell myself it's okay, just the time that your body just adjusts to the new dose, but truth is, I know from experience that it's not gonna change. I'm still gonna feel that sleepy all the time as long as I'm under all those histamine blockers. And yeah, I don't want to be sick anymore. I don't want to feel like crap anymore all the freaking time. I just wish I didn't have to make all those sacrifices for it. I stopped gluten and I'm still sick sometimes. So it's EBS, it's what IBS, it's not just the gluten. And if stopping the gluten wasn't the magic solution that I was hoping it would be, why did I stop it? Because like right now I can't have croissants, and I can't have baguettes, and I can't have bread or donuts or anything really that I used to love, and I can't have pasta because gluten-free pasta just suck so fucking much, and I can't have all of that, and I'm still sick. So why shouldn't I just get back to it? Reason tell me that the last few times I tried to eat gluten, I was really sick for a long time, and it was awful, and I wanted to stop so badly that stopping gluten was an easy decision then. And I know in theory that getting all of those histamine blockers is a good decision overall. I just wish it wasn't to the sacrifice of my energy and to things that I love, like gluten-free food. It just sucks. I just wish there were magical medicine to just take and stop being sick. Even the medicine I get for my bipolar syndrome, it's not even a solution. It just vaguely helps regulating the episodes, and they're still there. And if I'm getting better, it's because I'm getting better at handling them. It's not because they're getting smaller or better. I'm just better at handling them. Just like I was better at controlling the itchiness back then, and I kinda need all of these meds or I wouldn't be taking them, but all of them are there to fix problems that are not really fixed. They're just, all of the medicaments, all of the medicines that I have are just here to lower symptoms. None of the shit that I'm taking, and I'm taking way too many shits every day, they are not here to solve anything. They are not curing me, they are not healing me, they are just helping vaguely to handle the symptoms. It just sucks. Because I can stop taking them. I will not stop taking them once I'm healed, because I'm not healed. And they're not gonna do that. They are not solving anything. The motor regulator one only vaguely works. A lot of it is a placebo effect. A lot of it is a placebo effect, a lot of it is because my life is more stable and happy than it was when I started them. The histamine blockers are mostly here to make me more comfortable through the pain, through the sickness. It just sucks. And the damn thing that I'm taking for my thyroid, frankly, it makes me more sick than it solves anything. I've seen a video from Made You Look last week. It was an old one that I saw years ago about a diabetes diagnosis, and she said something that I just couldn't wrap my head around. She said that in a way she was glad that she had that type 1 diabetes, because it made her the person that she was. And it reminded me of a friend of mine that I used to have that was severely depressed and was so messed up and so sick. I wanted the best for him, but he really needed to get some meds and get some therapy because it was really bad. And he said that his parents abusing him and being awful persons overall was like, yes, but if they didn't birth me, I wouldn't be alive, and I like being alive. So I'm grateful for them. Which is nonsense. You can't say that. I'm not gonna say I'm glad that I have fibromyalgia because it's part of me, and I'm glad that my parents emotionally abused me all my life because it makes me who I am. I love who I am. The way that I love myself is that I love past and future versions of myself more than I love the present version of myself. But it's beside the point whether or not I love myself. Sure, the fibromyalgia, the sickness, all of them, they influence who I am. They changed my life, they changed my relationship with the world, they changed my relationship with life. it changed me. But do I love myself enough not to wish I wasn't sick? That's weird. That's crazy. I love past version of myself. I love the kid that I was, and I wish I could go back in time and give her more hope and faith in love and life than I have now. And that was gone because of the sickness, and I wish I could be less bitter and happier and have more energy and be able to fulfill my dreams. Things that I cannot do because I'm sick. My sense of self is not wrapped around the sickness. The sickness is stealing my sense of self. Myself is like a core that is hidden in my heart, and every day that passes, the world around me, that it works around me, against me most of the time, just eats away at the barrier around it. And me, who I am myself, gets smaller and smaller, and I don't recognize myself sometimes, because the part of me that is just me is almost completely gone by now. I'm still fighting for it to exist, but I'm never going to be a person that says, I'm glad I was sick, it made me strong. It didn't make me strong, I was already strong. I'm not even sure I'm strong. It's like 10 spears go to battle, 9 spears break, and one stays intact. Did the battle make the spear strong? No, it did not, because if the battle made a spear strong, all of the spears would still be strong and would still be intact. It was just there were 9 not strong spears and 1 strong. It just shows who he is. And being a victim, when you don't have a choice, when something happens to you, it doesn't make you strong. Or everybody say, oh, she's so strong because something awful happens to her. That's not how strength works. When you don't have a choice, it's not strength, it's just something happens to you. It doesn't make you strong. It's just, my sickness didn't make me strong, it made me miserable and bitter and angry and tired. I'm so freaking tired, and it's just not fair. And I don't want to say that it makes me strong. It did not. It made me miserable. It's difficult to make peace with the fact that I'm going to be sick for the rest of my life. Often it's almost impossible. But I refuse to be the person that says that it made me strong. It did not. You're strong or you're not. And even if you're not strong, you're still alive through all of that, and that doesn't make you strong, that makes you a victim. It's just not a bad thing, but all victims are not strong. What am I supposed to be? If I wasn't strong, if I was weak, what was it supposed to have done to me? Made me want to die? I tried to kill myself several times. What made me want to give up? I did give up a lot of times. And I'm still alive because life is resilient. And frankly, I don't want to be alive, but I'm still alive, and whether I like it or not, I'm still here. Did I work in my life? Yes, I worked to have a better life, but it was despite being sick. It was not because being sick made me strong. It just sucked. I have work to do because I want a future. I want to give the little girl in me one last chance before giving up again, I suppose. Being in pain, being sick, didn't make me strong. I was not strong, and I'm still not. I hate people that tell me that I'm strong because of all the things that happened to me. I did not become strong because things happened to me. I never was, and I'm still not, in a lot of ways. I love myself a lot. There's no doubt there. I wish if I could go back in time right now, see the little girl that I was, even the early teenager that I was, remove the sickness from her life completely and let her start a new life without it, I will do it in a heartbeat. Do I love myself right now? Yes. I love the me that is still existing despite the sickness, through the layers of sickness and bitterness and frustration and tiredness. There's still a bit of me, and that's the bit of me that I love. But I will sacrifice myself in a fucking instant if that meant giving the little girls that was a chance to start a life by being ordinary and just being a normal person that is not having to deal with fear and pain and tiredness and sadness and all of that. A lot of things in my life have been really sad, and those events are very dear to me, and they're very, very important, and they made me who I am, and they are part of me that is important. Am I ready to sacrifice all of that, all of those events, and all of those important parts of myself? If I could remove the sickness with it, I would do it in a heartbeat. There's no doubt there. I'm never going to tell sickness made me stronger. Sickness made me miserable and weak and tired. I don't wish it on anybody. I don't wish it on me. I'm tired and should go to bed. I did not write today. I wanted to, but it's just very hard. Right now I'm very tired and very depressed, and it's just very hard to write in that state. I'm gonna try again, but I have very few hope. I'll see you next week. Hopefully I'll have some things done.